Hello Virgo, welcome to Sabella Spirit. Today we are doing a general reading. We are going to be pulling some oracle cards. I have 3 different decks, actually 4 different decks. I've just mixed 2 angel decks together. I have used them since 2012 and really love them. Although they're from Doreen Virtue and I know she's no longer selling or releasing her decks, I've just felt such a strong connection to these cards because they are angel cards, and I have always worked with angels since I was a young girl before I even realized what I was working with. So let's go ahead and get started here. Virgo, this is a general reading just to get a little glimpse of any messages that want to come through for you at this time in your life as you're coming across this reading. Honor and trust your feelings, and you know what to do on the bottom of the deck. So maybe you're needing a little bit of support to move forward with something that you know you have to do. So let's see what they have to say here. This here is the energy oracle, and these I don't even have a book for. I just kind of interpret them intuitively. So in my mind, I keep seeing the numbers 1 and 2. Maybe there was a reason that I mentioned the year 2012. 12 just is kind of sticking with me. So maybe you have a decision to make. Maybe you're having some anxiety about it. Community and walking away. Perhaps there's a community that you have to walk away from, or perhaps if you walk away from something in your life, you will find a new community. On the bottom of the deck, we have strategy. So maybe you're kind of going over this in your mind. You've had some feelings about what you might have to do coming up in the near future, and perhaps it has to do with walking away from something. Let's get some clarity from the tarot. Empress. Okay. Yeah, for sure. This can be a message of fertility, of course, abundance, creating something new. Clear, concise messages for Virgo. What do they need to know right now? You might have this feeling like something's not right. And sometimes that's kind of a challenge, right? You can feel something's not right. Maybe you're at the point where you're like, I'm having anxiety. And for me in my life, anytime I've had anxiety and I'm not sure what it's directly related to, I mean, that could just be a mental health challenge for sure. It could be something, a chemical imbalance, but it can also be something spiritual. So anxiety to me sometimes is my spirit team telling me, like, something's off here. We need you to pay attention, listen up. And so what I always encourage people to do, if you are having a little bit of anxiety and it's not apparent what this could be, and anxiety isn't something you typically deal with, so it's not a medical issue for you or a mental health challenge for you, it could be a spiritual challenge. And so we kind of want to encourage you to look within, take that time, maybe join a meditation group. Maybe you'll find your new community, and by connecting to your spirit through meditation and through breath, we can kind of tap in and be able to discern and hear what spirit is trying to tell us. So we had 2 more cards come out. We have the 2 of Earth, which is, perhaps a decision. Maybe you're weighing your options. Maybe you are considering 2 different choices that you have. This is the 2 of Pentacles. So this can be showing up right in your physical life. So whether that's maybe you're between jobs, or maybe you're considering a new career. Let's get some clarity on the 2 of Earth for Virgo. Clear, concise messages. Oops. Ace of Air. Okay, so I was kind of zoned out there for a second on the Empress card, and I was really trying to tap in, like, what is this Empress energy? I feel your spirit team may have given you a new idea recently. Or maybe there was a quick thought that you had, and this was like their sign to be like, tap, tap, we're telling you something. And we are giving you this new idea so that you can move towards possibly a positive new space. We had the Wheel of Fortune come out as well. So that means, you know, this could be a turning point in your life. Maybe some luck is coming to you. Maybe you are moving into a new space, possibly a new job, as we said. Maybe it has something to do with, you know, I almost said abundance energy. Maybe it has something to do with the Empress energy, where you're moving into more of a caring role, career-wise, like a helper kind of role. Oh, interesting. Then we have the Tower come out. So there's definitely something here, whether you have experienced a challenge recently, whether you are coming up into a challenge, you know, like with the Two of Earth, weighing your options, you're a little bit anxious about this feeling that you're having, where you feel like you have to make a choice here, and you're a little bit unclear about how things are going to unfold. And so I would say, of all times, when we're making a choice like this, it's really important to join a community of support. So whether that's, you know, with a church or with a spiritual group of some sort, like I said, maybe just a local meditation group, even an online community, if you can find, you know, on YouTube, there's a lot of great meditation videos and that sort of a thing. And let's see here. Maybe even going and listening to music I'm hearing, going out to like a local band night or something like that. But yeah, I'm seeing these pillars, and the word that popped into my mind was support. So this is a time where you need a little bit of support, and I'm feeling like it's not always easy for you to ask for help, or maybe to feel like you fit into a community. Sometimes we have to just push ourselves, and I'm being reminded of an experience in my life where recently I told my daughter, who has social anxiety, I would say 3 out of 4 of my children have some form of anxiety or social anxiety. And so I was telling my daughter recently that I still struggle with social anxiety, and I push myself to go and do things that I wouldn't normally do. And I think she was a little bit surprised to hear me say that, because, you know, I'm her mom, and children generally look up to their parents, and I think she sees me as someone who is pretty brave, and I do put myself out there a lot, and I do a lot of things I don't want to do because my anxiety is saying, like, oh, this is scary, this is challenging. But one thing that I've done is join a couple boards in the community, and now I'm on a couple boards, and every time we have a board meeting, I have to really prep myself and give myself a pep talk and just overcome that. And usually what happens, you know, by the end of the night, I've really enjoyed my time in community. I've really enjoyed the time I've spent with these other fellow board members. And so maybe there's a message in there for you that sometimes our anxieties, they're overpowering, and they're pretty loud, and I get that. But oftentimes when we just push ourselves out of our comfort zone, we will be rewarded. And community is so important. That's another thing where after COVID, I think we, in a lot of ways, have lost that sense of community. And I'm starting to become a child and youth care counselor. And in my most recent practicum, my supervisor we were having a conversation about community and how their numbers have really dropped and mental health challenges have skyrocketed. So there really is something to be said for a sense of community. And maybe we, as a humanity, we don't realize how much we need that face-to-face interaction. So I'm really feeling like whatever it is for you, here. I was just kind of spaced out here on this card. I can see this compass, and so maybe you are feeling a little bit lost right now, but the key to your healing journey is maybe writing a journal, being really honest about yourself, honor and trust your feelings. Sometimes we don't even know what we're feeling. It's really helpful to write down, you know, just do a brain dump, grab a journal, go to the dollar store. They have a lot of really beautiful journals at Dollarama. And just do a brain dump. You don't have to write about anything in particular, or you can even Google like journal prompts if you need some help getting started there. I'm really feeling a sense of having a bit of a strategy with whatever it is you have to walk away from here. It's important to get to know yourself and your true feelings behind the anxiety. Get to know, what am I really feeling? What do I want for my future? And how am I going to manifest that with the Empress energy? How am I going to bring that abundance into my life? Perhaps Spirit has given you an idea here, a little bit of a clue about how to move forward. And with honor and trust your feelings, I have a sense that when you start to journal, you might hear the inner urgings of Spirit as well. This prayer says, "Thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love." So yeah, that message where, of course, anxiety or anything where we feel like we have to walk away from, there could be some hurt feelings in that moment. You know, in a tower moment, we're going to react emotionally. We're going to react maybe not the way we wanted to. And then we'll look back and be like, whoops, shouldn't have said that, shouldn't have done that. So I feel this message to you is take a pause, you know, get clear, start journaling, make a strategy. Nothing has to happen right now. I feel it's important that you build up these pillars of support around you so that you can step into this new abundance and make this choice with strength so that the wheel can turn and bring beautiful things into your life. It's okay to ask for help. So who's in your community that you really know, trust? And if you don't have a community right now, I'm getting the sense to have a little bit of bravery and put yourself out there. Find a healthy community you can join that involves some self-introspection, or maybe even a community that involves having some fun. Doing something that you have previously enjoyed but haven't made time for. Let's get some clarity on this Wheel of Fortune. What's coming in for Virgo? Okay, we have love, the world, Nine of Earth, and the Hierophant, with the King of Water on the bottom. Okay, Virgo, so we have the world, and that is completion. So clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, we have the world, which is definitely indicating the end of a cycle, the end of something you have to walk away from, something you might be having anxiety about, definitely something that you have to take a strategic action towards. And it's really, so again, these two pillars here, to me, this is sort of indicating you need to surround yourself with a community of support. This energy that you're walking away from and moving towards, it's not going to be easy to do alone. So we have the Hierophant out as well. And the energy I'm feeling here, I'm just going to take a minute. We have this white feather again. There could be a loved one in spirit that's helping you along this path and guiding you towards this new abundant energy, or this new love. I just had these wedding rings pop out to me. Of course, with the Lovers coming out here, it's kind of reaffirming there's a choice you have to make, and it's one that you can step into with love, self-love. I get a sense that you really have to come into the energy of giving yourself the same love that you would give to someone else. So imagine you had a friend or family member in the same situation that you're experiencing now. What kind of advice would you give them? Maybe that's something you can journal about and write to yourself as if it is someone you really love, like a child or a parent or a sibling. And give yourself that same advice, because I find it's often easier to give someone else advice than to implement that advice for ourselves, for sure. So with the Nine of Earth, this is the Nine of Pentacles. Again, it's this feeling of maybe there's a new job coming in. Maybe you're considering going out on your own and trying something in your career or your personal life that you wouldn't have normally tried. But this will bring a real sense of financial stability to you and a bit of independence. Okay, I don't know what happened, Virgo. The video cut out. You had a bunch of clarifying cards come out. So you had the World come out again, successful completion. And let's see here, Guardian of Abundance. It's a time of great success. You had the Empress come out again. you had the Ace of Swords come out again. You had the Tower come out again. The Eight of Emotion was this sense of really moving on. And then you had the Three of Emotions, which is the Three of Cups. And that is, you know, a reason to celebrate with a sense of community. For the Eight of Emotion, I am really feeling this encouragement to move on and to go into yourself. This kind of is giving me the Hermit energy, which we also had on the board. Where did it go? I swear we had the Hermit, maybe not. But going into yourself and sort of taking that time to strategize and get clear with what you are actually feeling and sensing. Dear one, you are being called to action. You're ready to accomplish great things and truly come into the fullness of who you are. It's time for great creativity, giving birth to beloved projects, or becoming a parent. Follow your passion so that abundance and prosperity manifest for you. And then with the Ace of Swords coming out again, I'm just going to keep looking at the camera here. This cherub has arrived to congratulate you for your brilliant new idea, which is truly inspired. It's important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others who are involved in the implementation of your idea. Don't be dissuaded by little challenges along the way. These are merely course corrections to perfect your plan. So yeah, I'm really hearing the message of you may be coming into a new community that you didn't expect. You have to take some time to strategize, to go within, to come into a place of introspection, break out of conformity. With the Hierophant there, I'm getting the sense that it's time for you to maybe break down the walls of tradition that you might feel confined by and take a leap of faith moving forward, and prepare that, you know, when one door closes, another one is waiting open for you. And with the King of Cups, it's talking about having, really what I'm feeling is having empathy for yourself. I feel like this might be, you know, quite a challenge for you that you're going through, and you can be the King of Cups in your own life. With the Love card that came out, this could possibly maybe lead you to a loving situation, but I get the sense that it's more career. You might have a new job opportunity, something like that coming into your life. This is a time of incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion, and pride in the amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you will begin a new journey, but for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. So yeah, I feel like that's the new idea with the Ace of Swords coming out twice. You had the Empress coming out twice. You had the World out twice. You had the Three of Cups twice, really represented there. So you have some exciting things coming towards you. It might take a little bit of introspection with the Anxiety card there. And yeah, I'm excited for you, Virgo. So let me know what happens.